Top 9 foods diabetics should avoid. Lower blood sugar. You might be shocked to know that some of the foods you think are healthy could be spiking your blood sugar without you even realizing it. Want to know which ones? Stick around, because this could change the way you eat forever. Diabetes affects millions of people worldwide. And if you're one of them, you already know how important it is to keep your blood sugar in check. But here's the thing. Managing your diabetes isn't just about taking your medication or exercising. Your diet plays a huge role. In fact, some foods you might eat every day could be doing more harm than good. Today, we're diving into the top 10 foods that diabetics should avoid if you want to lower your blood sugar and live a healthier life. Let's get right into it. 1. Sugary beverages. You're thirsty, so you grab a sugary drink without thinking twice. It's refreshing, right? But what if I told you that simple sip could be throwing your blood sugar into a tailspin? Let's break down why those sugary beverages might not be as innocent as they seem. When you grab that soda, fruit juice, or energy drink, your body absorbs the sugar fast. Your blood sugar spikes almost immediately. Sounds like no big deal, right? Well, for most people, it's short-lived. Their bodies release insulin to balance it out. But for those of us managing diabetes, that spike doesn't just vanish. It lingers, and your body struggles to catch up. Here's where things get tricky. When your body doesn't make enough insulin or can't use it properly, those blood sugar levels stay high. And the more often you drink sugary beverages, the harder it gets to manage. Over time, this constant sugar overload can lead to insulin resistance. Your body gets used to the sugar, and it can't process it the way it should. This makes managing blood sugar even more challenging. But wait. It's not all doom and gloom. Here's where you can turn things around with some easy, everyday swaps. Cutting out sugary drinks doesn't have to feel like a punishment. It's all about finding better options that keep your blood sugar stable. Water's your best friend, always. But if you want something more exciting, try sparkling water or an herbal tea. Feeling creative? Add a few slices of lemon, berries, or cucumber to your water. It's a refreshing, low-sugar twist that'll keep you hydrated and keep your blood sugar levels in check. A few simple swaps, and your blood sugar levels and overall health will thank you. Ready to make the change? Your body will love you for it. 2. White bread, rice, and pasta. That sandwich you're munching on, or the pasta you just boiled? It might seem harmless. But if you're managing diabetes, that white bread and regular pasta could be doing more damage than you think. Let me explain why these seemingly innocent foods are actually a big deal for your blood sugar. White bread, white rice, and regular pasta may seem like everyday staples, but they have a secret superpower. They cause your blood sugar to spike fast. These foods are packed with refined carbs that break down into glucose quickly, sending your blood sugar soaring. For people without diabetes, this spike is usually temporary and insulin balances things out. But for those of us with diabetes, that spike can linger, leaving your body scrambling to bring things back to normal. Now, why does this happen? It's all about how these foods are made. During processing, the good stuff, the fiber-packed bran and the nutrient-rich germ, gets stripped away, leaving only the starchy endosperm. Without the fiber, these carbs hit your bloodstream like a fast-moving train, triggering those blood sugar spikes. This is where things get tricky. When your blood sugar rises quickly and stays high, your body has to work overtime to bring things back down. And for people with insulin issues, it gets even tougher. Over time, constantly eating high GI foods like these can make it harder to control your blood sugar, leading to increased risks for complications like heart disease, kidney problems, and nerve damage. But here's the good news. The solution is simple and doesn't mean saying goodbye to carbs forever. All you need to do is swap out refined carbs for healthier whole grains. Instead of reaching for white bread, go for whole wheat or sprouted bread. Swap white rice for brown rice or quinoa, and opt for whole wheat pasta instead of the regular stuff. These alternatives have a much lower glycemic index, meaning they release sugar into your bloodstream at a slower, steadier rate, keeping your blood sugar levels stable. That sandwich you're munching on, or the pasta you just boiled. It might seem harmless, but if you're managing diabetes, that white bread and regular pasta could be doing more damage than you think. Let me explain why these seemingly innocent foods are actually a big deal for your blood sugar. 3. Baked goods and pastries. Baked goods, those sweet, irresistible pastries we all crave. But here's the truth. If you've got diabetes, those treats might be doing more harm than good. Let me explain why. We all love a good muffin, croissant, or slice of cake, right? But here's the kicker. Those mouth-watering pastries are loaded with sugar, refined carbs, and unhealthy fats. They may taste delicious, but for people with diabetes, they're a quick ticket to a blood sugar roller coaster. Why? Well, most baked goods are made with refined white flour, sugar, and processed fats, ingredients that spike your blood glucose faster than you can say sugar crash. The real issue lies in the flour. When it's processed, the fiber that helps slow digestion is stripped away, leaving behind just pure starch. Without that fiber, your body processes these carbs too quickly, turning them into sugar almost instantly. Think of it like this. Eating these treats is like putting rocket fuel into your blood sugar levels. The sugar rush is real. And for those with diabetes, it's exactly what you want to avoid. And it's not just the sugar. Those empty calories from processed fats don't offer any real nutrition, just more stress for your blood sugar. Over time, constantly indulging in these carb-heavy, sugary delights can make managing your diabetes even harder. You'll be at a higher risk for complications like heart disease, nerve damage, and even vision problems. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to give up all your favorite treats. The solution is simple. Swap out the bad stuff for healthier alternatives. Instead of reaching for that sugary pastry, try making homemade treats using whole grain flours, healthy fats like coconut oil, and natural sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. You can still enjoy a sweet snack, but this way, your blood sugar won't go haywire. 4. Sweetened breakfast cereals. You know those sugary cereals we all love to pour into a bowl for a quick breakfast? They might seem like an easy choice, but if you have diabetes, they could be doing more harm than good. Let me show you why. Most mornings we're all in a rush, right? A quick bowl of sweetened cereal seems like a fast and easy breakfast, but here's the catch. These cereals are packed with sugar and refined grains, which means they're absorbed into your bloodstream at lightning speed. That leads to a rapid blood sugar spike. Not exactly the best way to start your day, especially if you're managing diabetes. So why does it matter? Well, it's all about what's in those cereals. First, they're full of empty calories. The sugar gives you that immediate energy rush, but without any real nutrients like fiber, vitamins, or minerals. That's why your blood sugar rises so quickly. It's all sugar with no fiber to slow things down. But wait, it gets worse. Many sweetened cereals are loaded with artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, things that give you zero nutritional benefit. It's like eating a sugar bomb with no redeeming qualities. And if that wasn't enough, all that sugar can leave you struggling to keep your blood sugar stable, making it harder to manage diabetes in the long run. So what's the solution? It's simpler than you think. Swap out your sugary cereals for whole grains that are packed with fiber and lower in sugar. Try oats, chia seeds, or homemade granola. These alternatives not only keep your blood sugar steady, but they also give your body the nutrients it craves to start the day right. 5. Fried foods. We all know that fried foods are irresistible, crispy, golden, and downright delicious. But if you have diabetes, those crunchy fries or golden chicken tenders could actually be sabotaging your health. Here's why. When foods are cooked at high temperatures in oil, they soak up all those unhealthy fats and extra calories. These fats can wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels, making it a lot harder for your body to keep things in balance. Now, it's not just the extra calories causing trouble. Fried foods are packed with trans fats and saturated fats, two of the worst offenders when it comes to messing with your insulin. Over time, these fats can not only mess with your blood sugar control, but they also raise your cholesterol levels. And that's a problem because diabetes already puts you at a higher risk for heart disease. The more fried food you eat, the worse it gets. But wait, there's more. The high calorie count in fried foods can lead to weight gain, which is another major factor contributing to insulin resistance. If you're already dealing with high blood sugar, adding fried food to the mix is like throwing gasoline on a fire. It just makes it harder for your body to manage everything. So, what's the fix? The good news is you don't have to give up tasty food forever. Start by cutting back on fried foods and try healthier cooking methods. Grilling, baking, or steaming can give you that satisfying crunch or texture without all the unhealthy fats. And instead of munching on greasy snacks, try roasted veggies or air-fried options for a delicious diabetes-friendly twist. If you're finding this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more diabetes tips and tricks. And if you have any questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and help out however I can. 6. Candy and sweets. We all love a sweet treat, but if you have diabetes, that piece of candy might just be your blood sugar's worst enemy. Here's the thing. While candy satisfies your cravings, it's packed with sugar and almost no nutrients. Without fiber, protein, or healthy fats, you're left with empty calories that cause your blood sugar to spike quickly, and we all know how hard that can be to control. But why is this such a big deal? When you munch on candy, your blood sugar shoots up faster than a roller coaster, making it almost impossible to keep things steady throughout the day. Plus, since you're not getting any real nutrition from those sugary snacks, you're not fueling your body the way it needs. Instead, you're filling up on sugar, and that's like putting bad fuel in your car. Over time, eating too much candy can lead to weight gain and insulin resistance. And when your body struggles to use insulin, managing your diabetes becomes even harder. Plus, the fast sugar crashes and cravings for more candy? They just keep the cycle going, leaving you stuck in a never-ending loop. So how do you break the cycle? Instead of grabbing that candy, go for fruit. It's naturally sweet, packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Craving something a bit more indulgent? A small handful of nuts or a piece of dark chocolate can satisfy your sweet tooth without the blood sugar roller coaster. It's all about making smarter choices to keep your blood sugar in check and feeling great. Ready to ditch the candy and try something healthier? Your body and your blood sugar will thank you. 7. Full-fat dairy products. Full-fat dairy products like whole milk, cheese, and butter may seem like the perfect addition to your meals, but for people with diabetes, they could be doing more harm than good. Why? Because they're packed with saturated fats. These fats can raise your LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol that puts you at a higher risk for heart disease. And since people with diabetes are already at a greater risk of heart problems, it's crucial to keep a close eye on the fats you're consuming. But it doesn't end there. Diets high in saturated fats can make your body less sensitive to insulin. When your cells become resistant to insulin, your blood sugar control goes haywire, making it harder to maintain steady glucose levels. Over time, this can make managing diabetes even more challenging and may even increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes if you're not already living with it. Now, don't panic. You don't have to completely ditch dairy, but it's time to swap those full-fat products for healthier options. Start by switching to skim milk or try plant-based alternatives like almond or oat milk, which are lower in fat but still delicious. When it comes to cheese and yogurt, go for lighter versions that are just as tasty but much easier on your cholesterol and blood sugar. 8. Processed meats. We all know how delicious bacon, sausages, and deli meats can be. But if you have diabetes, these processed meats could be your blood sugar's worst enemy. Why? Because they're packed with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats that can wreak havoc on your health. The sodium in these meats can raise your blood pressure, which increases the risk of heart disease. And since people with diabetes are already at a higher risk of cardiovascular problems, it's even more important to be mindful of what's on your plate. But that's not all. The preservatives in processed meats, like nitrates and nitrites, have been linked to higher cancer risks. On top of that, these meats are loaded with unhealthy fats that contribute to insulin resistance. When your body becomes less responsive to insulin, managing blood sugar becomes much harder, making diabetes even tougher to control. Now let's take a closer look at the worst offenders. Bacon isn't just high in sodium, it's also loaded with saturated fats that can damage your heart and make blood sugar control harder. Sausages, whether they're breakfast or smoked varieties, also pack a punch with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. Deli meats like ham, salami, and bologna are no better, with all the same risks but less nutritional value. So, what's the solution? Swap out processed meats for fresh, unprocessed options like chicken, turkey, or lean cuts of beef. These are lower in sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats, making them much better choices for both your heart health and blood sugar levels. Making these small changes can have a big impact on your diabetes management and overall health. 9. Alcohol. Alcohol can be tricky for people with diabetes, as it has the potential to cause both short-term spikes and long-term disruptions in your blood sugar levels. In the short term, sugary cocktails and sweet wines can quickly raise blood sugar because of their high carbohydrate content. But it's what happens over time that really complicates things. Drinking too much alcohol can interfere with your liver's ability to produce glucose, which can lead to dangerously low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. For those on insulin or diabetes medications, this can be a serious risk. On top of that, alcohol is full of empty calories. While it may seem to give you a quick boost, it provides little nutritional value and can contribute to weight gain, something that makes managing diabetes even more challenging. Drinking too much can also increase appetite, leading to poor food choices that can make your blood sugar levels even harder to control. For example, beers and sweet wines are packed with carbohydrates and sugar, which can quickly elevate your blood sugar. Cocktails made with sugary mixers like soda or syrups can do the same. So how can you enjoy a drink without jeopardizing your diabetes management? The key is moderation. Stick to 1 drink a day for women and 2 for men. Opt for lighter alternatives like light beer with fewer carbs or dry wines with less sugar. If you're enjoying a cocktail, choose sugar-free mixers to keep your drink's sugar content low. By making these small, mindful changes, you can still have a drink and keep your blood sugar levels in check. Remember, moderation and smart choices are your best allies. So why wait? Start taking control of your health today and enjoy life without putting your diabetes at risk. Thank you for watching our video today. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe button to support us. We truly appreciate you support, and it will motivate us to continue make more information video to help you all. Thank you and goodbye.